Great. Welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today for a product deep dive session on mobile user management. My name is Nelly Munyao, Professional Services Intern, and with me is Tabitha Kamau, a Professional Services Consultant at TaroWorks, who will be leading this session. Tabitha shall be demonstrating a couple of exciting new features in TaroWorks mobile user functionality. We are going to start off with a quick trivia where we want to better understand how you are currently using the TaroWorks mobile user management functionality. And the question is, have you created custom views and used them to mass update TaroWorks mobile users?
While you're responding, I'll go through a few housekeeping rules. This session will be recorded and will be shared on our website, blog, and YouTube channel for reference just in case your colleagues were unable to make it. Everyone is muted by default, but if you have a question at any point in the presentation, please type it into the chat and we'll try to pause and get it answered. If you'd prefer to ask your question, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Please feel free to introduce yourself to the community when asking your question. So I'm going to close the poll. And 0% seem to have not used the functionality, while 0% have used the functionality, while 100% have not used the functionality. For those who have not used this functionality, please do not worry, as Tabitha is going to showcase this in a few. Tabitha, please take it away.
Right. Thank you, Nelly, and welcome everyone. Today, I'm super excited to show you how to take your mobile user management skills to the next level. The agenda for today's session, we will cover introduction to TaroWorks mobile user functionality, mass uploading of new mobile users. We'll look at adding custom fields to the TaroWorks mobile user details. We'll also have a demo on mass updating mobile users using custom views. And finally, we'll open the floor for any questions or comments. So as a TaroWorks administrator, creating new users and ensuring they have access to the data they need to do their job is a critical part of the role. Now, creating your mobile users was streamlined in the TaroWorks 6.2 release, increasing your efficiency as a TaroWorks admin. With the TaroWorks mobile user tab, you can now create a mobile user from one place using one screen, and this greatly reduces the number of steps required prior to the TaroWorks 6.2. You can also manage mobile users or mass through custom views, and this includes mass updating public group membership and even mobile record assignment. And lastly, you can also extend our TaroWorks mobile user object for your own custom needs for your TaroWorks mobile users. And we shall see each of these in our demos shortly. Now, for the first demo we're going to look at is mass uploading new mobile users. And for our demos today, we are going to use our fictitious company called Aquacom that constructs wells in the communities and also delivers products and services to the community members. Now at Aquacom, we have new mobile users who've just joined the team, and we're going to add all these users at once by uploading their records using a Salesforce import tool. So you can use your preferred import tool, but for our demo today, we'll be using the data loader. Now, there are a couple of steps as you prepare to mass upload your mobile users. So one is we have a ready-made CSV template from our support site that you can download. So, and then after you download the template, then you need to prepare the CSV file by adding all the details that you want to capture for your mobile users. And then finally, you need to upload now the mobile user records using your preferred data import tool. So let's get to this. So what I've done, I've already prepared this CSV file that I'm going to use to upload our new mobile users. And there are a couple, please note that there are mandatory fields to fill in the CSV file. So we have the first field that is mandatory is the account name. So this is the account name that will be associated with the mobile users and which must be a partner account. So the value for this field is the Salesforce ID for the account name. So that's what we have here. Alias is the other mandatory field, and alias is the unique 8-digit alphanumeric. Then we also need the email address where the password communications will be sent. The other mandatory field is the language, so the language that the mobile user will be collecting data in, and it must be in Salesforce language codes, and these are available on Salesforce documentation. Then the last name of the mobile user is also mandatory. Then we also need the profile that the mobile user will belong to, and it must be a TaroWorks partner user profile or a custom profile that meets the minimum requirements. And this, we have it shared on our support site. The last mandatory field is the username, which should be in the format of an email address, and it must be unique across the Salesforce instance. So I've just mentioned the mandatory fields that you need to fill up in the CSV file when uploading this. So with our CSV file ready, we are going to go ahead and upload. So we're doing an insert using the data loader. And we are inserting or uploading these mobile users in our TaroWorks mobile user object. Okay, so I'll choose my Salesforce object, which is TaroWorks mobile user, and then I'll search for my CSV file, and then I'll proceed. Then I need to map this, so I can do auto match and then manually map the ones that didn't automatically map. So let's do this quickly, and then we proceed to. So we confirm we're going to just hold on, let me do that quickly. My session had expired. And in this case, you can use any, your preferred, your preferred import tool. I think for our demo, we choose to use data loader. So let me quickly add that. Okay, then let's repeat the process. Okay, so let's find our TaroWorks mobile user object. Let's find our CSV file. And then let's do the mapping, auto match, and then manually map the username and the salutation. Okay, good. So sorry about that hitch. So we have our new records uploaded, and now we can go back to, so we can check on our Salesforce instance and confirm. So I'm logged into Salesforce instance and on the TaroWorks app. So then I should see the new mobile users that I have just uploaded. So you note that whenever you create a TaroWorks mobile user record, so a contact record as well as a user record are also automatically created. So this is, we have the contact information on our left, and then we have the user information on our right. So and the details we just added. Great. So that's mass uploading TaroWorks mobile users using the CSV and using data loader as our import tool. Now, the next demo we're going to look at is adding custom fields to TaroWorks mobile user details. Now, at Aquacom, our teams, our TaroWorks teams are divided by teams, and this is something that we want to associate our TaroWorks mobile users with. So what we can do, we can create a custom field on the TaroWorks mobile user object called team, which is a pick list field because we want to be able to select which team, and even automatically store that value on the corresponding either user or contact record as well, and we shall see that later. So for this step, so the steps to add a custom field is we need to add the custom field to the TaroWorks mobile user object, using the normal steps that we use to add any field in a Salesforce object, and then you need to add the custom field to the respective field sets. So please note that to use this functionality, you must be on TaroWorks 6.5 or above. So if you need to use this functionality, you need to upgrade to 6.5 or above if not, if you're not on those versions. So again, I went ahead and added the custom field, which is team, on a TaroWorks mobile user. So on the object manager, I have the TaroWorks mobile user, so I've added the team field, which is a pick list value. And then the next step, like we said, is once you add the field, then you need to add it in the field sets. So because we want to show this on our contact information, or rather we want to add this, we want to show this on our contact information here. Yes, so this is where we're going to show that. So what I did, I already added, so for our contact, we need to add to the contact detail field set, the contact edit, and the contact view. So I already added on the contact detail and edit, so I'll demo, or I'll show you how to add on them on the contact view field set. Okay, so I just pick the team field and then drag it in here. Then I can choose which position I want it to show. So let's pick them, and then I'll click save. Okay, so now what I can do, I can go ahead and add a new mobile user pretty fast. Let's see, so just fill in the mandatory fields in the interest of time. Then I'll choose the team. Let's say this is professional services, 2010. So again, we said username has to be in the format of an email address. So let's say that. Then the language, the mobile user will collect data in. Then I can click save. So once I have that, I should be able to see the. Sometimes Salesforce, you'd need to do a hard refresh for the values to show. So team 10 is what I just added. And so now you can see the team, the custom field, which is team, is added also now on the contact information. Before I proceed, I can take a quick break and check in if there are any questions, Nelly.
No questions yet.
Okay, good. So thank you, Nelly. So we've mass uploaded, then we've added a custom field on our TaroWorks mobile user object. Now, let's say you want to pass the custom value you've just added, to the contact object, for example. And this step is totally, it's optional. It's only if you want to pass those custom values from TaroWorks mobile user to the related either user or contact record. Okay, so in this case, we will need a custom flow. We need to create a flow, but the first step is that the custom field needs to exist in the TaroWorks mobile user and also in the related contact or user object. Okay, so again, I've gone ahead and added the team field on the contact object. Then once you ensure that you've added the field in the two objects, the next step is to create a custom flow that will populate the contact record with the values from the TaroWorks mobile user record. So in this case, we used what you call a record triggered flow that will populate that value, the team value, from the TaroWorks mobile user to the related contact record. So again, I've already gone ahead and created the flow, and I can show you just a sneak peek of how it looks. Okay, so we're basically picking, it's a record triggered flow that's being triggered whenever you create a TaroWorks mobile user, because we said once that value is the custom value, which is the team field, is added, then we want that value to be automatically added on the contact, on the related contact record. So this is a custom flow we created to do that. And what we can do is, since it's already active, then I can show on the contact record, I can show that the team value is also populated. So this is the mobile user we just created, yes. So if I open this contact, then we can see on the details that the team field is also populated. Okay, so that's the step. So, and this step is totally optional. It's only needed, or you only need to go through this step if you want the custom value or the custom field you add on the TaroWorks mobile user to also be populated on the related contact or user object. Okay, any questions, Nelly?
No, Tabitha.
Okay. So our last demo is on mass updating mobile users using custom views. So we can mass update mobile users using custom views. So remember, we're trying to make your work as an TaroWorks administrator as efficient as possible. So custom list views will allow you to group your users in ways that you would like to manage them. So for instance, we can go ahead and create a custom list view. Okay, so and here we are going to use the new field that we just added, to define our list view, and then we can use that list then to mass update the public group membership for users in a particular department, for example. So let's say. So what we'll do, so on TaroWorks mobile users tab, so we click on this gear icon that shows list views controls. Then we click on new. Then we can say, for example, I want to create for a list view for professional services, for example. Say professional services team. Then I can choose who sees this. So let's say I want all the users to view this list view. Okay, and then now here I can define now. We said we want to use the custom view that we just added. So first thing, I want to ensure I have all my TaroWorks mobile users, and then I can now add a filter using the custom field. So our field is team. So we select the team here, and then we want the option of professional services. So that's how we are using the custom field to define our list view. So then we click on save, and then we have these are the users in that department. Then So again, I can choose, what other fields I want to see here. So let's select a few. So I'll click on the gear icon again and then select the fields to display. Let's say I want to show their contact name. I also want to show, let's say their last name, and then I can also show their team, for example. Let's say those are details I want to see. Okay, so I have that view. Now using this view, so that I can mass update this, so that I assign them to a specific public group, then I'll select all by checking this upper box here, and then I'll click on the public groups here. So when I click that, then I should be able to select the public group and then assign. So let's take, for instance, I want to assign them the TaroWorks Aquacom users. So I have that, I'll select that and add it to the selected. And then, so on this side, I can confirm the mobile users selected. Then here I can click on add. Then of course there's a confirmation prompt to confirm that you're adding these 5 users to this one public group. Great, so I have another view, and then I can actually add the groups here. Just add the assigned public groups here. So I have those groups there. All right. Okay, so before I end the presentation, there's one issue I'd like to mention here. So we have one issue with the TaroWorks mobile user tab, in that when editing the TaroWorks mobile user details, the pages do not load fully, and you cannot view the user and contact details. So let me show that. So let's say, for example, we use this last user. So when you try to edit, so when you open the record and then you click on edit, so you can't see the contact information and the user information to be able to edit that. So this is something that we are actively pursuing with Salesforce to resolve, but for now we have a workaround for that. So you can edit, so if you need to make any changes to the mobile user record, you can edit on the list view. So remember the list view we just created. So let me select my professional services team. So what you can see here, sorry, is so if you hover against any of the fields, you'll see, although this will be for specific fields, you'll see a pencil icon, which is an edit icon here. So meaning I can edit this, I can edit their last name, I can edit their contact. So this is, for now, this is the workaround. So in case you need to edit, so let's say, for example, I change this to support. Then I'm able to change that user to support team. And if I click on now the viewing, let's see, team 10. Okay, so that's also an issue. Let's see. So I can change, I can make changes. So that's the workaround for now, but as soon as we resolve that, then we should be able to communicate. All right, so that brings us to the end of the presentation. So I'll now pause and open the floor for any questions.
Okay, thank you, Tabitha, for the awesome presentation. We have one question from Wendy, and Wendy is asking, is the mass update to public group option only available in version 6.5?
So the mass update is available starting 6.2. Okay, because 6.2 is when we introduced the new TaroWorks mobile user tab. So from 6.2, you should be having this view of the TaroWorks mobile user, which now has that functionality of mass updating the public groups and even mass assigning mobile records. So starting 6.2 and above. Does that answer your question, Wendy?
It's, yeah, confirmed.
Great. Another question.
You can see another question. Okay. Okay, if there are no more questions, we are going to stop at that. But if you have any questions later on, feel free to send us a support ticket or reach out through the customer success manager. As I mentioned earlier, this session will be shared for your reference. Thank you so much and bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.